All right. Well, I've been working for many days straight, nonstop, and I pretty much have what I need to wrap things up. Um, the DA's story is just completely, it's changed a couple of times. There's factual things that just do not make sense with their story, and they're not releasing any information on purpose. They're ordering all officers, all officials not to comment. Give me a break. What's wrong with telling the truth? Isn't it your obligation to tell the truth legally? Give me a break, people. Brainwashing. Anyway, they've changed their story a couple times. No information release. The medical examiner's report reported only 2 shots hit. That's wrong. Anyone who viewed the body can verify that. They waited till one day after it was in the ground to make that statement. He was hit in the head, neck, shoulder, and presumably the torso somewhere. It was covered. There was absolutely no blood in the attic. I've been in there. I have the evidence, I have the video documentation. I'll give you a preview of that. I've installed a dead man's trigger, informational speaking, that is. Get more into that later. The taped off crime scene area is just a random spot in the back. The place in the backyard that's taped off is the crime scene area. It's not in the spot outside that we are saying it happened, and it's not in the attic where they are saying it happened. It's just a random place in the backyard, a triangular shape, cordoned off from the corner of the house over to the they just go randomly taping off random areas of crime scene, right? We're expected to believe that. I'm tired. Sorry if my speech isn't the best, but okay. So many people have reported hearing 4 shots, 2 sets of 2, and a pause between those 2 sets of 2 shots. That pause may have lasted as long as 4 seconds. People describe shots as ringing out, not muffled by a house. That attic's about 1,000 degrees that day. Give me a break. And there's no, I don't even know if there's a vent in there, but there's no windows, there's nothing except an opening. That would muffle those sounds pretty well. They wouldn't ring out so much. The loud crash that was heard after the shots, that was the door being kicked in. Now, according to the official story, that would have had to happen before. Every witness there heard it the same way. They say the crash happened after the shots. And yeah, people are afraid to come forward with their names. Oh, big surprise, right? Because so much has been done to I'll get into it. So supposedly word on the street is that, or reported in the Metro West Daily News, is that anonymous sources have confirmed that it's Alberini did the shooting. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Personally, I don't think he killed Andrew. That's get more into that later, but he might have fired. Those 2 anonymous sources were Attorney Joe Hennessy and Lieutenant Briggs. Of course, I'm speculating, but I can say it as fact. Everybody knows Briggs has been the one leaking information to Laura Krantz at the Metro West Daily News. He's the only one it could be in several cases. If I have time to go document those things. But, and then Hennessy. I know Hennessy because he, that's what he told me. And I'm just not buying that, Alberini, I gave him a break. Hennessy sent me a picture of Alberini wearing a cheerleader's outfit for some kind of Halloween costume. He wanted me to put it on Ashland News. I don't like being played, and it felt out, he was trying to play me. So I called up Alberini and managed to get a hold of him, which is like random rarity. Anyway, I don't believe he would, I could give him a break on that, and then he would just in return go kill my friend who he knows and who has actually hung out with him apparently, and they've talked a little bit about dogs and things. So I'm not buying it. If the anonymous source is Briggs and the shooter is also Briggs, then that should be known. Look, law enforcement officers, you have an obligation to tell the truth in public. to not tell the truth, to not speak up, no matter how much you're threatened on any level. It's not only just wrong, but it's your obligation. It's your duty. Um, you know, we all have to go before the big judge in the sky, and some things you don't get a second chance at. So I strongly urge you to tell the truth, speak up publicly, and get that off your conscience. You don't need to cover for these people, and they're not your friends. That's all I really have to say. Do the easy thing or do the right thing. You can either call a young girl a liar who needs your help, or you can take on some serious people. That's what it comes down to. So you guys make that decision. I have, like I said, installed a dead man's trigger, and no Department of Homeland Security. It's not an explosive or anything like that. I'm talking about information. And Joe Hennessy, same thing. Just a side note, it really disturbs me to think that someone could try to justify killing someone due to some text messages. Hennessy not asking for a proper search warrant, and instead calling police and telling them that Andrew intended to harm officers. Well, I think as his attorney, maybe he should have given Andrew the benefit of the doubt a little more. Maybe he should have tried to call me, Joe Hennessy. You know very well that I interviewed him, and hey, you never tried calling me. You never told them actually to back off and call a SWAT team, and you were a former police officer. So is that excusable as a lawyer? I don't know. I guess that'll be up to the Mass Bar Association and hopefully proper law enforcement to investigate those things, and also investigate what I speculate is coordination between Hennessy and Briggs. Absolutely. Hennessy, I'll show you some other video, but I believe Hennessy played. See, Hennessy is like a word manipulator, and he's very good at it. Pomponio, I believe, also is a manipulator of words, and I'm hesitant to say that Joe Hennessy set Andrew up to die, but I don't know how else to put it. Hopefully that'll be up to proper law enforcement to decide, Anyway, I believe Hennessy, Briggs, and Pomponio have been working in tandem secretly to defraud the town in a sense by creating small bickering issues at the police department in order so they could all basically sue the town in the end. I mean, it's just my speculation, but I'm saying it. Hey, I have freedom of speech. And Pomponio, Hennessy, Briggs, any one of you are welcome to come talk to me anytime. Just don't be pointing anything at me or anything. That's all I ask. But as far as coming and talk, absolutely. There's my phone number here on the website. There's my email address. And probably know where I live, so speaking of that, I will not be staying at my house at night, and I will be out in and out at random intervals. If you come by, the only thing likely to happen as far as some kind of violent raid, the only thing you're likely to do is kill my 94-year-old grandmother. So, I would just not do that. That's pretty much it. If anything happens to myself or Amanda, the only known witness, or any other potential witnesses or people who observed things, there will be information released, and law enforcement officers, individuals need to make that decision, what to do, tell the truth, and be strong and be firm, or cave into what you see are insurmountable forces. I'm just going to leave it at that. I guess that's pretty much it. I know I'm forgetting things here. well, anyway, I'm going to take a rest now and see how things play out. But it won't be the end of this, and check back in a couple of days for more news and information, maybe some events and things, maybe a charity event for Andrew, something along those lines. I haven't really put anything like that together yet, but stay tuned, ashlandnews.org. Thank you for watching and paying attention. And if these guys can get away with doing this to Andrew, they can get away with doing it to anybody. And that's really not the kind of town or state or country we want to live in. I think we can all agree on that, Democrats or Republicans or whatever. So Josh Eaton here, ashlandnews.org. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more. God bless.